Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome to Bad Faith, which is a horror game where a mother takes her son to a weight loss clinic in order to help him lose weight. Good morning, fellow board members. As you may surmise, I am the lead doctor of the new Fit Treatment account, the one concerning the small child on Friday. What the frack happened, doctor? Let me explain, sir. I know this is a major issue, as I have seen it firsthand, and as board members of the company that hired you, we have a right to know. What does it mean for our company? Are we liable? How are we going to explain this to our investors? To the public? Members, please. Let her talk. Doctor, you have the floor. I assume you will talk about your case summary, Doctor? Please continue. We are waiting for your answer. Yes, thank you, sir. Let me start right now. A few weeks earlier. So what are you gonna do? Nurse, is the boy comfortable? The boy's comfortable in the scanner bed. I can start when you're ready, Doc. Excellent. Scan now. It's getting now, Doc. Hear that puppy purr. It better. It costs this clinic millions. It's been weeks, hasn't it? About 4 weeks now. The mother says the boy's been doing his treatments. Yeah, well... Another note, nurse. Yes? Cats purr, not dogs. Thanks, Doc. Can always count on you for my daily dose. Scanning's done. Thank you, nurse. Bring up the scan now. Unfortunately, it's as I had expected. No change? He gained back the pound he lost. Most likely water weight, too. Mom claims she's been closely monitoring him, but so far the boy's lost no weight. Do you think there's any hope for him? Ooh? Well, let's go this route. Pessimistic. I'll be honest, it doesn't look good for the poor kid. The boy struggled with the weight for years, and not much seems to budge him. I have a bad feeling that even our treatment may not do much for him. That sucks. We never failed a patient before. On the bright side, maybe our failure will reveal new things we can study. You're always looking on the bright side of life, aren't you, Doc? I know that was sarcastic. So, what are you going to tell the mom? She's definitely not going to be happy with what I say to her. Poor kid. I hope she doesn't chew him out for another week of this. Godspeed, then. Doctor, you have news about my boy. I do, ma'am. I'll be frank with you. The scans show no change. I see. My team and I are currently working through a study with your boy about what may be happening. However, this has gone further than we had anticipated. Is that so? Treatment usually shows results starting in the second week, and it seems that your son is either unusually slow to respond, or may not be benefiting from the treatment at all. So now what? Well, the treatment for weight loss has not failed before, so this is something quite unusual. But doctor, we do believe some of it may just be that your son's biology is reacting slower than usual to the treatment. Doctor, please. However, you do not think this is sufficiently beneficial to your son's overall health, I would understand if you would like me to suggest alternative clinics for you. Doctor, listen to me. I have tried everything. Every diet, every fad, every book, every treatment. My son has failed in every single venture. It's only gotten worse over the years. Do you know what I feel when I bring him out in public? When others look at him and then look at the mother responsible for him? Shame. Guilt. Failure. You are my last hope, Doctor. You and your clinic. I cannot guarantee progress. I feel powerless to save my son from this hell. Look at him. I can't even face it sometimes. I'm sorry, Doctor. I feel hopeless throughout. It does seem, somehow, this is all my fault. Obesity is a complex health issue, and nutritional science is still frequently updating. I guess all that's left is to pray to God, right? Pray that fat away. We will find a way to help your son soon. Sure, Doctor. Let's try another week of this treatment to see if it bears any results. What is this treatment? 1 week later. Is the boy comfortable? He's all set up. Should I scan now? Yes. Initiate the scan, please. What do you think about the boy's mom, Doctor? Negative. This doesn't leave this room, but I feel kind of sorry for the kid. The mama's overbearing. It's good that we're trying to get her son to be a little healthier, but I just don't like it when it comes from a bad place. Thank God you feel it too, Doc. I hope we're wrong, though. Maybe we're assuming too much. Scan's done. Take a look. As expected, nothing is... No, wait a second. There's been a significant shift of weight. 5 pounds down. 5 pounds down? Are you kidding me? Do a rescan. If this is correct, the treatment seems to be working. But the treatment has never made anyone lose 5 pounds in a week before. Are you starving the kid? Other vitals seem perfectly healthy. It may simply be a weird anomaly. I'm gonna run a few more tests. But if this is correct, we'll see a skinnier kid in no time. I have some excellent news. Your son has lost 5 pounds. She'd be like, only 5? Ma'am? Yes! That's great. What does that mean? He surpassed any patient's weekly loss under treatment and his vitals seem to be perfectly healthy. We're still researching how our treatment may have resulted in this phenomena, but I think we're finally making great progress. Of course, Doctor. Thank the Lord for granting us a small bit of hope. It's times like these that my faith is rewarded. We'll continue treatment into next week. If this continues, you will see a healthier boy. My son. Handsome. Soon enough. Oh, that line was a little weird. The next week. Is the boy comfortable? I guess. A bit nervous as usual, maybe? Start the scan, then. So what the hell happened last time? Nothing for weeks, and then all of a sudden... 5 pounds? Tapeworms. We spent some time putting together our hypotheses about it. So far, the working hypothesis is that the treatment must have lagged to get some kind of fat buildup, then kind of gave way last week. That's good. It certainly could be, if it means weight loss normalizes. Otherwise, if he starts to lose weight continuously at that rate, we'll have to stop treatment. It's just kind of freaky. Scan's complete, Doc. Well, would you look at that? 2.5 pounds. What a relief. I guess our hypothesis must be correct. I guess it's just smooth sailing from here, right? One hopes. Oh, this could be bad. Yeah, I saw that coming. Only 2.5 pounds? It's optimal news, ma'am. That means we are keeping at a steady pace for your son's weight loss. Maybe for you, Doctor, but I expected different. Or maybe I shouldn't have. Would you be able to clarify what you mean, ma'am? After the news last week, I had slowed down my prayers. But the Lord is testing me, and this is my punishment for not sticking to my faith. Comforter or questioner? I don't know how this would affect the ending or the game. Question, I guess? The treatment is supposed to have shave a couple pounds a week. This shows everything is normalized, optimally. Why should we be pushing for more weight loss? God has no limit. He will give you everything you can take. If I lessen my faith in him, that sends the message that even though I received his gift of love, I am thankless. I don't mean offense, Doctor. I know now that the fault is on you for this poor result. It's on me, and I know what I must do. Let's just stick to the treatment. I really suggest you do not change the boy's lifestyle at this moment. I would never do anything to question my faith in him. Your son, or... I will see you next week, Doctor. The week after. This traffic is killing me. That's what you get for living in LA. Hello? Doc, where the hell are you? Sorry, I'm running late. Traffic has been a pain. I'm still driving to the clinic. Well, drive on the shoulder or something. The kid just came in and he... Slow down. Why are you screaming? What happened? You gotta look at this. I started the scan just now. This is fucked up. I don't know what's happening. I'm on my way. Please give me the scan as soon as possible. How could this happen? I don't know. Is this normal? Have you ever heard of anybody losing 20 pounds in a week? I have read about mixed martial arts competitors doing it to reach a certain weight class before a fight, but they're intense and extreme cases. You wouldn't be able to do that unless you had a team of sports specialists. Even with that, you need a belt capable of it, which this boy doesn't have. This is bad, right? Please prove me wrong here. I'm checking the vitals, but I don't see anything wrong. Everything is in working order. I can't find anything that could show any signs of neglect or injury. I guess you're proving me wrong? I'm going to stop treatment for now, but continue monitoring. We'll talk to the mom soon. Ma'am? Ma'am! Oh, Doctor. I did not see you there. Do you see that? My boy. He's becoming more and more handsome by the minute. Not to alarm you, but this result is beyond expectations. God will always surpass expectations, Doctor. Questioner. This is an extreme amount of weight loss. I told you last week and I need to ask again. Have you changed his diet or his lifestyle in any way? Are you implying I'm starving my beloved child, Doctor? I am powerless to do so. I have been powerless for so long. It is in God's hands now to make my son handsome. 20 pounds is just... If I'm doing something in error, please point it out to me. Tell me if I'm starving him. Tell me if I'm questioning my faith and cheating. Ma'am. Otherwise, I suggest you stick to being a doctor and not my son's parent. It's true that we have found nothing wrong with his vitals at this point. However, I am stopping treatment, but continuing our monitoring of the situation for now. Do what you must. It's not like the treatment was a solution after all. What is going on? The very next week. Is the boy comfortable? Is the boy comfortable, nurse? Yes, Doc. Please begin scanning. You don't even need to scan. It's imperative. The team must know. I want to know. There you go, Doctor. You happy? Print out. I want to hold it myself. He's off obesity markers. He's basically 10 to 15 pounds away from leaving even the overweight status. Please tell me you actually stopped the treatment last week. I did. Maybe this kid has some kind of super gene. Maybe the treatment is making him lose everything super fast. Are you legitimately, like, being preyed to death? I can definitely check his records again, but nothing indicates his child would be any different from the other people we've treated. Vitals show no sign of damage. However what? His body cavity is shrinking. Like his fat is being sucked out, compressing his frame inwards. What? Like a Capri Sun packet? That's an interesting way of thinking of it. That's a cruel way to describe this, but yes. If the treatment isn't the reason this is happening, then looks like we'll need to form a new hypothesis. Doc, can I ask you something? Yes? Please promise me to get that kid away from that bomb. I am scared of what is happening. I will speak to her now. Doctor, do you see my son? I do, ma'am. Do you see how close he is to being handsome? A little weird. Ma'am, I suggest we begin frequent monitoring of your son around the clock. We have a bed here at the clinic. We suggest that you did not bring him back home. I understand your concern. God's light scares the unbelievers. But when you open your eyes, Doctor, you too will see the light. The one I feared on my journey here. One to bestow my son. Protest. Ma'am, I've respected your religious beliefs up to this point, but this kid needs the full monitoring of our clinic 24/7. Something is very wrong here, and your viewpoint of your God needs to stay out of our way. I've already told you, I am powerless. Do what you will, my son. He will soon be handsome. In his image. Oh no. See those scans? We're so close, sweetie. Members of the board, I am a woman of science. I believe in hard evidence, in study, and facts. But even I know now the power of him. Oh, God. Isn't he handsome, Doctor? Ma'am. Shh. Almost there, Doctor. Almost there. So I'm curious if this is never ending. I will go back in and check the other options. Optimistic. He may simply be a little slow to respond. It may take a while, but I think we may see some results sooner or later. That's comforting, I guess. But nobody else we've been treated has been this slow. Positive about her. I do emphasize with her. She seems very passionate about her son's health. I think we can all learn a bit from her convictions. Oh, really? Wow, sure. Personally, I think she's kind of a bitch. Personally, I kind of think she's a bit of a bitch. Please, don't be so judgmental. I get that moms are overbearing something, but she probably does a real number on her kid. It pains me to see her treat him like that sometimes. Well, you all know what they say about people who assume, don't you? Doc, please don't say that to me. You start to sound just like her. Comfort her. Weight loss is a slow process. You should be proud of your boy for the progress. God doesn't have a timetable, Doctor. If you had read your scriptures, you would know. His will is swift. His love limitless. Let's just stick to the treatment for now, ma'am. Put a pause on any dietary or activity changes to your son till further notice. I'm sure things will continue to improve. Question her, or yeah, carry forward is the one we haven't done. I suggest continue to monitor your son's health, but at this point I think it's best to halt treatment as well, since the result is above our heads. I'm fine with that, Doctor. Not like the treatment was a solution after all. Attempt to emphasize. Of course I believe in God, but this is something perverse, it's... Oh, Doctor, I can see the lie in your face. You see me as a fanatic, but in the end, we all answer to Him. The pain I've gone through bearing this ugly child is due to my own disrespect of God in the past, but now that I've found Him and submitted to His wisdom, there is my salvation. Please do what you must with my son. You will see the light soon. It's like a prequel to Faith. So, that's it for Bad Faith. So they kind of bait you at the beginning, because you kind of think like, oh, maybe the mom is starving the kid or stuff, you know, something like that. But like, no, something supernatural is going on. She is literally praying her son to fitness. And there was like another layer to that. It wasn't just he was becoming Finn. He was basically becoming an ideal version of like some messiah. Because generally messiah figures usually do become extremely Finn. That's very common in a lot of religions. Actually, if you see their history or the statues or iconography and everything like that. But it went to like a real extreme. And I was wondering if it was like an Antichrist angle there a little bit there at the end. Because she would sometimes say like God, 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 but then she would jump into like him, 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 him. Almost like it was a little bit separate. Then I found him. It could have even been alien-like in nature, I don't know, or like other dimensionally. But whatever it was, the final form the kid took was something extreme. I mean, you hear screams in like the background. And I'm like, is that screams of the staff going like, whoa, God, what happened to the kid? Or is that screams because the kid became something a little bit more distorted or more than just a corpse, basically? That last x-ray is weird. Like, you could argue maybe it's like a skeletal, twisted, like Junji Ito ending kind of deformed body, or it could be something, because even the pose was kind of like religious a little bit. I don't know. It's a creepy game, or creepy story, anyways. And I like the ending. It was a little bit vague, which is good. I like, you know, you can't really explain your stuff too much. I don't like overly explain things. And it didn't. I liked it when it's supernatural arc, because sometimes stuff always tries to be grounded or real and takes some of the fun out of things. But yeah, anyway. So thank you all for watching play Bad Faith. I'll see you guys later and take it easy.